Welcome guys to the Instagram Live. Today stitching in a alligator covered trunk handle. So here we have the trunk handle itself covered in alligator. 2 layers of veg tan on the back. I've relieved slightly where I'm going to be stitching, so the stitches will be actually beneath the layer. So this is the underside and this is obviously the front. As you can see, I've left a little bit of excess alligator skin on the outside, which I'll be trimming to size afterwards. A lot of the time as you stitch and pull the stitches tight, what will tend to happen is it will pull the skin in. So if you've pre-cut it flush, then you'll tend to get a wave on the edge. So I normally stitch and then cut in that particular order. Hi Ellen, hi David. Thank you very much. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free. I do interact. Double check that, yep, we're all good. This is extremely thick, it's almost 10mm thick with the filler included, so hopefully I've got enough thread. I'm actually hoping to finish and end the thread or the stitch line where the handle attachments go on the trunk, so you won't see it. Well, that's the plan anyway. Normally I stitch on a slight slant, but in this case, kind of need to make sure that I'm coming out on that on the channel that I've relieved with the grooving tool. Hey Hinda, you made it. I did actually promise that I'd put an Instagram story out to let everybody know when I was going live, but kind of did it last minute, so I didn't have time. A lot of contours on this one. It's a pretty warm sunny day here in Faversham. Might have to stick the fan on in a minute. It does get rather warm. Don't know why I'm wearing a hat. Sounds nice. Whereabouts are you, Ellen? I remember you saying you were going on a road trip. Oh my god. 13.5 hours, you'll be one into England and half the way back again, I think. If the scenery is nice, I don't mind the drive. I drove from a place called Hamilton, just below Toronto in Canada, to Vancouver and back again. I remember that. That was an awesome drive. It took us about 3 weeks. But we were stopping along the way. Hey, how you doing, Rory? Hey guys, how you doing? If you have any questions, feel free. This is some thick veg tan. It's 2 layers of 3.5mm. I don't know what that is in ounces. What's this? It's a trunk handle. So there's the exterior being stitched in, and here's the back side. So the stitches are going in the relief there. So it's going to be going on a small trunk that I'm making. Well, that's the plan anyway. Hey, it's Alligator Petrov. How you doing, my man? Hola. Hola, amigo. Getting ready for a summer party. Today is summer in Norway. Yes, it's a hot day here actually. It's getting hotter as the day draws to a close, strangely enough. And what's the time here? Well, 5:45. Yeah, I'm going out tonight as well. It's a birthday party, going to a Greek restaurant tonight. Do you like Greek food? So are you just celebrating summer in Norway then? Or is it a special occasion? Today's hella hot in Kuwait. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Do you guys even get winter over there? Well, obviously you get winter, but I mean, does it get cold like most winters do? $45 degrees, oh my goodness. I can't even imagine what that's like. Yeah, it's a very big handle. It's a Hasluk design. It's from a book I have from 1904. And it gives the dimensions for a trunk handle, so I've replicated it to the exact. And it's going to go on top, so it's not going to go on the side as a trunk handle would traditionally be. It will be on the top itself of the trunk. So yeah, it's rather a large handle. I still have to trim the Alligator. I've trimmed it some, otherwise no one's going to know what it is on Instagram Live, but there you go. That's what I'm stitching in. It's slightly raised, as you can see, so there's a little bit of a contour there. And on the back, I've created a channel for the stitches to go in so that they're flush underneath for when you're gripping it. And then once that's all done, I'll be trimming the Alligator to the veg tan. I've got 2 layers, about 7 or 8 millimeters. It's actually quite fun stitching it in, to be honest. It's not as tough as I thought it would be, but then I'm using my Dixon's awl, so it's got quite a stout blade on it. You do get snow in Kuwait then. 3 degrees, sometimes gets below 0 in the desert. Yes, Circle Dot Leathercraft. Yes, it's veg tan at the back. So 2 layers of saddle leather. I think it's 3.5 mil. And they're adhered to each other. And the bottom one, I've got the grain side facing down. So age better that way. Probably be more comfortable as well. Yeah, I think it's a big old Alligator, this one. Maybe a 45-50 centimeter width, something like that. Yeah, definitely. comes the fiddly bit, going around the corners. I don't know if you can hear that. It's the neighbour's cat. Always seems to, anytime the sun comes out, it jumps up onto my roof because I'm near a fence, so it jumps from the fence to my roof and I can hear it. Molly the cat. It's a strange cat because once I was standing outside and I could see her on the roof. And a bird flew down right next to the cat. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. And this cat just looked startled and then just looked disinterested. It was it's the most uncat-like cat I think I've ever seen. But she pays me a visit almost every day the sun's out. How long has it taken to make the trunk? Probably be about 50-60 hours, but then again, I mean, I'm doing a lot of other stuff at the moment. Building the new website, doing the new courses, so I've got the stitching course to come out, making one on sharpening, skiving, cutting, things like that. So I don't really have a lot of time to actually do the trunk itself, but whenever I do, I just throw it on a live. People seem to be finding it interesting, so why not? I suppose the more trunks I make, the quicker I'll get. We'll have to see. How long is a piece of string? Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. The aim was from mid-June to release the videos. The video's done, it's ready. It's ready to rock and roll. It's the website that I'm working on at the moment. I'm using Wix Video. So they've got like a special program for people that want to do online courses. So I'm working on that at the moment, ironing out the bugs, learning how it works, etc. But the website has to be kind of streamlined with Facebook, Instagram, email service, things like that. So there's a lot to do. And so it's a big learning curve for me. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks the video should be out. Well, first video anyway. Yes, yeah, it's online training. So the first video goes over several different kinds of stitching. All hand stitching. Stitching with, without a cast. How to do turned edge work. How to do edge bindings, French bindings as well. relationship between thread size and thread pitch, and basic tool usage. But the tool videos will come a little bit later as well. Basically, I'm trying to create courses that I wish that I had when I first started out, because there's a lot of books and there's a lot of videos out there covering kind of really basic stuff, and some pretty good, but there's nothing, well, there's not much that's showing people the kind of the next level in Leathercraft. There's a few books like Art et Technique de Cure, if you speak French, but even that book doesn't cover a lot. Again, it covers the basics and gives you a See, this is talking and stitching at the same time. I've missed a stitch in the corner, can't have that. So I'm going to pull the needle back through, make sure it's not threaded. Do the first one. Second one. There we go. Like Nigel Armitage videos? Not quite. Nigel Armitage is a different style of leather crafter to me, I think. He uses pretty much exclusively veg tan, tiger thread, stuff like that. The courses are going to be a bit more in depth than the videos that he produces. But yeah, his videos are pretty good. He does a lot of reviews and stuff like that. I think it's good for a lot of beginners that want to kind of get a handle on the basics. Getting warm in here. Yeah, I will be offering instructionals on edge finishing. That's one of the big ones in the works. So I'm kind of creating that at the moment, or working on what I'm going to be discussing and talking about, for example.